Okay. If you don't want spoilers about Sim Settlements 2, Chapter 2, you all need to just vacate for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, it seems
So,
well.
so
There's this
far it's really
article
fun.
in the
Um,
newspaper.
I have
Pretty
turned,
fair.
or not me, I guess,
What?
one of Jake's friends
Oh,
has
it's well.
turned
I mean,
Concord into a
I'm
settlement.
not saying anyone is a citizen.
So Concord is
I'm
going
not
to
saying it's
become a settlement,
correct at all.
like with defenses
And
and
of course,
fences and all kinds of
I mean,
stuff. Now, I couldn't. Wait a minute.
I
Hold
was
on. I got to do some
I
math
have
here.
to read. I have a statement from the
607.
mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it says here that
Math.
there's nothing to worry about. That it's
Okay.
you know safe and all, everybody.
So Concord is going to become a settlement thanks to this cool girl that was with Jake back with the Brotherhood. No, no, no. The Minutemen and the Gunners when they all fought in Quincy. No, 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 no. Here's the problem, though. No, no, Freddie. It's not. Like, it's going to get built up because as soon as I stepped out, God, I forget her name now because I've only met her twice. She's a friend of Jake's. When I stepped out of the basement to turn the lights back on in Concord, she already had started building like walls over here on the southwest side, and then she built some gates over here on the northeast side. So I think slowly over time, what's going to happen is that she is going to start basically fortifying Concord. I couldn't. I tried to go into the build menu. I just went to like the third person, first person thing, so that didn't work. And I haven't yet found a workbench, so I'm not quite sure if Concord is going to become a settlement that I can build, or if it's just going to kind of like be auto built by the NPCs or whatever. And so right now I've got a pretty good setup of settlements all around here, obviously. I don't know why this place is a mess. I got to stay away from here. I just fixed Sunshine Tidings because I crashed. Here's the problem with chapter 2, and King Gath and the folks that are building this would tell you this the same. Chapter 2 right now is basically still in beta. I mean, it's not. They released it and they're proud of it, and they should be because it's going to be ridiculously awesome. But the settlements, I think when they had to rewrite scripts and stuff like that to do buildings and the ASAM plots and all that kind of stuff, it gets really, really janky. And so anything that you had written into like ASAM plots or auto builds and all that kind of stuff from Sim Settlements 2 was having trouble scripting. And so there was people were talking about crashing all the time. The hot fix for autosaves, even coming out of like sleeping on survival, for like finding a bed and dropping a save. Those autosaves were either CTD'd or like hanging for minutes. Like there was one time I hung probably for about what like 7 or 8 minutes in an autosave. I thought I'd crashed it out. We've already had I had a bunch of crashes when I was beta testing over the weekend, so I had to go around to all my settlements and find out like maybe what was script intensive and crash that, tear it down, and then rebuild some stuff. So far the storyline, the scripts for the storyline, like the quests, actually seem to be working very well for me so far. Some other people have had some troubles, but I haven't. And other than that, I think it's going to be amazing because it sounds like basically there's two factions of gunners. There's the bad gunners and there's the good gunners. We've already met the commander of the good gunners, and we might be able to ally with him. So that's all just killer. Where we're going now is when I spawned in after the install of chapter 2, there was this little kid in pajamas, and his name was Andy. But everybody tells him to shut up, so they call him Shandy. And Shandy said that he's got a message for us, and he said, there's the Commonwealth Police Department that's holed up down here in South Boston. And I think what's going to happen is that they are going to be a substitute for the Minutemen. So there's going to be two new factions, at least, I think. There's going to be this there's going to be this Commonwealth Police Department. And then there's going to be this new Gunners, whatever they are. But I think the whole point of the Chapter 2 storyline is that the Gunners become very well organized and start taking over all of the settlements. So it's kind of like the DLC from Nuka-Cola, right? When the raiders out there, you can bring them back in and start taking over settlements and do that kind of stuff. Except maybe this time you have to fight them off or whatever. And then there's this weird like lady named Nightingale running around, and she's like handing out medicine, but she won't talk to us. I think there's going to be like a disease outbreak in all of the settlements, so we have to build like hospitals and like medicine and like science. It's going to be intense. Like, I think that we're going to be playing Chapter 2 for a long, long time. So sorry if that was like TLDR or whatever, but that's the story. It's okay.